Let us continue playing Battlefleet Gothic, where we have the Black Crusade system, which we must now attempt to deal with. This is a bunch of high-level fleets, including a Chaos incursion here. As we can see once again, it is a 5-system planet, which is only showing 4 systems. Nevertheless, Black Crusade has a lot of stuff here, and this is obviously going to be our priority target going forward. We can come out of the system here as well, which would be useful, and we would of course have to get Gavin Spire in anyway. Question is this good enough to try and take on the system now, especially given that we do have this fleet coming in a couple of turns. What we got posted there, we'll deal with it, but yeah, we're going to have to work out if we can deal with this. So it's about 1,000, 1,100 there. We could probably support with one of these if we absolutely had to. So I'm thinking that we can go for that, but we'll do it next turn. We'll do it this turn. Okay, nothing much happening. Both our fleets are...
Lord High Admiral Spire.
A pleasure to hear your voice as ever, Inquisitor. How may I serve the Imperium?
One of my agents has been contacted by a Necron turncoat. This individual claims knowledge of dire happenings in the Resnor system.
A Necron traitor? I've never heard of such a thing.
They are rare, but known to those of us who make study of such things. But is he trustworthy? We will only find that out through investigation.
Understood, Inquisitor. I'll dispatch scouts at once. Better still, I'll lead the mission personally.
Scouting party. Okay, with Spire reached the Resnor system. So we have been given another system to worry about here. And also, the Orcs is here. Oh, and they've got a lot of activity points built up here. Okay. So this might be something that we have to deal with quite quickly. Okay. The good news is, I think that with the way this is going to work out here, we're still on the mission to do that one, but we may have to worry about the trigger here as well coming forward. Let's actually add Resnor. Tyrannid Remnant. Oh, God. But that's a lot of resources. Okay. Let's think about this. So we still need to clear out Black Crusade. But we might as well send Admiral Spire off to see if we can actually go and deal with these in a couple of turns. So I'm going to do that now. Move both of you into position. Why can I not move you? There you go. Yeah, so we'll have both of these fleets head down and into the new system there. We will then... I guess try and get these fleets back and up and running. Unfortunately, we can't build new ships at this point. Not unless we send them back home, which might be what we have to do here. Yeah, we got better repair facilities up here, and we would need to build a new ship for these anyway. So let's get another Vanguard 1 in position there for the Khan fleet. So I'm not convinced. Actually, I know what we should have done. I know what we should have done. Because obviously we are allowed to move through their sectors. Which is perfectly valid, and also would allow us to now actually build a proper ship here. And here we can go for battle cruisers. So, we have a Strike Mark II battle cruiser, strike cruiser here as well. We might as well get an extra one. And with the remaining points, we'll go and have Dentor build us a... Do we want missiles particularly? We have the points for a Nova. We might as well send a Nova in. Okay, so that's a much better plan, actually. Go and reinforce in this system, then take them through to this system. Obviously can't do that move with you now because you've only got 1 point left, but we shall see. Also, now we have Orc Threat in this system. But yeah, it's going to be much more beneficial for us to go there now, I think. We also need a commander for this, and we don't have any fleet leaders available at this point. So we'll have to have a leaderless crew joining us then. Do you have any spare points to build anything significant here? We've got 177 apparently. So 177 buys us a cruiser. Could buy ourselves an extra lunar. I'm actually be tempted to buy a Dominator, but we're just shy of points for that. So, yeah, we'll stick with the plan and buy a second lunar ship. Okay, so we've got a reinforced fleet there. We should be able to deal with what's currently a Resnor, but they're going to reinforce that quite heavily, I feel. Alright, we knew this was coming. And let's hope the defense platforms are in a useful position. They are, right in the middle of the map. Okay. So, for the same reason that we don't typically go and charge them, we are just going to go up to these defense platforms and try to just hold that position. They will obviously try and do something to avoid us here, but we'll see. Thing off the Auger Probe. And speed up while we're in the movement.
To serve the Omnisire.
But it makes much more sense for us to be near the weapon platforms. Oh, they have damaged it, so they've done a bombing raid.
Rouse the engines. Engaging drive.
Okay. Well, we'll be in position soon. Alright, let's see if we can get a hit here.
Hostile signature detected. The spirits obey.
Alright, get in position.
Full.
Begin the burning. We get them back if we don't lose them all, so it's kind of in our favor, this one. Alright, stop the burn.
Machine spirit
Prepare for
appeased.
attacks.
Battle protocols
See what we can do about
engaged.
you. Let's not go nuts with this just yet, but if we can drop a stasis bomb in a useful position, we probably should do so.
We can't take much more.
Probably
Engaging
reasonable to go for
engines.
this. Yeah, missiles.
State your order.
Meanwhile, stasis bomb.
We lost a defense platform.
Alright, defense platform's not the worst thing in the world for us, and we're mostly
Target
focusing on getting
on
these done now.
screens.
And we have another Nova cannon about to fire, which is also brilliantly positioned for us, because you are stasis bombed. And your shields have just been knocked out.
We are ready.
Are we
to
in range
serve.
for... Nope, not quite.
Receiving your order.
Oh, let's counterattack. Plasma bomb, please. Nope, not quite.
State your order.
What can we do then? We've got...
We
We
are ready
actually
to
have a
serve.
missile run here, so let's throw a couple of those off.
Assault crews report success.
Couple of critical hits. Fire
Machine
aboard.
spirit
Oh, that's
appeased.
the That's a scout. We're not too worried about that.
Your orders?
Get those online.
Execute.
Get the melter bombs ready. So we can hit one or either of these ships. That'd be useful. Alright, melter run
To
begins.
serve the Omnisire.
You are going to move into here because clearly need to do something here. Plasma bomb also, we might as well just take you out.
We serve.
Found our assassination
Utter the
target as
tentacles
well.
of battle.
Right, we have missiles and you are moving into range. Melter torpedoes away.
Machine spirit appeased. Revere the Omnisire.
That was a good hit.
Admiral.
Not going to get there quickly enough.
All ahead full.
Not quite.
We wait your command.
Alright, so let's throw some boarding troops on.
Ship ready. Acquiring new vector.
Have you move. You, on the other hand, are about to throw some melter torpedoes right in his way, which is
Coordinates
perfect.
acknowledged.
Couple of those
Lightning
off.
strike successful.
We have a Nova Cannon, but we can't really do much with it facing that way, so
Enhance rotational
rotation.
drift.
Throw the orb out if we can.
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
Receiving your
See what else we
order.
can do.
Weapons calibrated.
Destroying that would be useful. That being said, we have hit this ship fairly hard now. Plasma bomb.
Your orders? Acquiring new vector.
Ramming speed.
Maximum burn. Coordinates acknowledged.
Should be good, especially if they're about to run.
Heading acknowledged.
Oh wow, I didn't realize you were quite there actually. You can go to normal speed. You are
Cruising speed set.
brace ram turn. Boarding run.
Does not compute. We are ready to serve.
Well, two of their cruisers are basically finished. In fact, one of their cruisers is
Target on
finished.
screens.
You need to deal with your fires. Move down, see if we can get another melter run here. Meanwhile,
State your order.
Canticles, boarding action. Quick turn,
Energize vectored thrust.
and see if we can torpedo run this. Couple into there.
Severe damage to their corrupted machine.
Not much I can really do in that position, unfortunately, but they're in the right way
Machine
now.
Spirit appeased.
Stasis bomb there.
We are ready to serve. To serve the Omnisire.
Well, that's looking very good for all the automatic damage.
Receiving your order. Does not compute.
Nearly got them. One more. There we go.
Assault crews report success.
Repair what we can.
To serve the Omnisire.
Shame we couldn't make more use of our turrets, but I mean, they had their moment.
Tentacles of battle.
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
So they are mostly
State
on
your
fire.
order.
You can't repair for another 8 seconds.
Damage teams, begin repairs now.
Alright, quick turn. Gotta be slightly aware of our other ship here, but I think that should be fine. And fire the melter torpedoes. And they've got their shields back up, but they're massively on fire, which
Machine
isn't going to
spirit
help them.
Appeased.
Let's just speed up though, because we have pretty much got this down. Although one of our ships is just miles away from the battle, usefully. And a good battle, and we've also reduced the chaos threat by winning the assassination bonus as well. Okay. So what else is happening? If in fact anything else is happening. Stuff should be happening here. Necrons have placed a space station down. This not ideal, but we can live with that. We just have to avoid it. Okay, so we can send both of those off into that system. I think we want to send you up towards Denta and just see if we can get that reinforced. It's going to take you a couple of turns before you can help out, but definitely seems like it's a good idea. Meanwhile, let's move you down as well. Because now we can get your fleet up and running. And also repaired a lot faster. And we can buy you a new strike cruiser. So we've pretty much picked 2 Vanguard 1s, which are missile. They're the all-rounders. So let's just buy a strike cruiser Mark 1 then to lead this army off. And we can use the points there to buy ourselves a Nova for support. Confirm. And then, of course, we want to make this the capital ship. Okay. So next turn we can... Well, actually, we could do it this turn if we wanted to risk it. What upgrades can we do with this? Yeah, make them cheaper. No real reason not to at this point. Do we have any other upgrades we can do? Free in Cadia. We have so many points. I'm just looking for things to do here. Prosan, might as well do that. And where's the other one? Vogatorg. Yep, we've got the Penal World sorted out now. Right, so that system is fully upgraded. Nemesis Tessera has an upgrade, which is that. So that's now fully upgraded for troop regeneration. Nothing in there, and obviously we don't have anything in this system yet. We are about to get something in that system, though. He hopes. Still can't select a new leader for this force at this time, so it might be better for us to go with you. You're taking a little bit of damage, but overall you're not in too bad shape here.
Chinchar is the mineral heart of the Segmentum Obscurus, feeding the manufactorums of Agrippina and a dozen other sectors. There are few truly colonized planets in this sector, as worlds rich in mineral resource tend towards the inhospitable. The citizens of Chinchar are likely to be slaves or penal workers, living out miserable lives in arid mines or aboard freighters. But for some renegades, there are other options. Resnor, the last resting place of vessels whose fury once shuddered the stars. A world rich in resource for those in need, and fraught with peril besides, for it is not only sunlight that caresses the planet's surface, but the toxic emissions from 1,000 reactors still trapped in decaying orbit.
Sounds like a lovely holiday destination. And that is certainly why we're coming here. We've got a holiday. Unfortunately, the holiday reps are Necrons, so there's that.
I'm receiving reports from the Resnor explorator teams.
And?
They report a Necron presence at Resnor. All data points to a newly awakened tomb world.
As if we didn't have enough to worry about. I hate those metal devils.
It seems we have a new foe to consider. But we shall prevail, if it is the Emperor's will.
Gain 500 renown points for it. That also has reset the timer as well.
I'm receiving a transmission from an unknown source. It is attempting to bypass our protocols.
That's impossible.
Apparently not. Very well. Put it through.
Do I have the pleasure of addressing Lord High Admiral Spire?
I suspect you already know the answer. Just as I assume you're Inquisitor Darkhammer's informant.
Yes. You aspire. That mixture of disapproval and suppressed subservience could belong to no one else.
What do you want?
Only to help. I see you've uncovered the Neferu dynasty. Such devious fellows. They're up to no good.
Such as?
I don't yet know. But if you the sense your reputation suggests you raise Reznor to rubble and allow nothing to escape, we'll speak again, I'm sure.
Well, that was unusual. Can we trust him?
I doubt that very much. But there's trouble brewing at Reznor. I can feel it.
Alright, complete the special operation in Reznor. We actually have 2 timers then that we can do here, really. Both of which are probable things that we'll have to deal with in the short term anyway, so... The question is, do I want to do the Reznor mission now against Necrons and that battle station, or do I want to do the Bellis Corona? I kind of want to do this, because this I noticed the reward for this one. Reznor itself is a ridiculous planet for resource gain, so we're not going to do the story mission yet, but we are going to do the battle. We might also jump up to Durrell as well. 20% chance of a Dukari invasion from this Swiss system. A lot of these systems are not nice to hold, and they're tying up our fleets, which arguably is the point. Let's see what we can do here, though. In theory, this is a good battle, so yeah, take them prisoner. Board the ship and leave dead wreckages behind you. Okay. So, just board the ship. Should not be a problem. Okay. Destroy or rout all enemy forces. We know that battle station is going to be somewhere. And we also know how Necrons are. But no shields, so boarding's quite easy against the Necrons, really.
Make an example of the enemy. Slaughter their crews. Let their lifeless hulks stand as a warning to all enemies of the Imperium.
Arguably, their hulls are already lifeless, but fine. We get what you mean. Let's throw this at the space station. Just so we get a bit of an indicator on things. Turn into drifting hulks, so you have to actually wipe out the entirety of the crew.
Understood.
Rather than just board them. But again, we will see how this goes. Right, speed up time because we're just literally moving towards where we know the Necrons are. And then we will see what happens.
Course engaged.
Oh, here come some fighters. I've also fired the missiles without meaning to.
Your orders?
Well, so much for that missile wave. That'll be the warning shot.
Coordinates acknowledged. Understood. Setting course.
Imperial reduction's fine, although I don't imagine Necrons have a... No, he's seen the mutiny before. It's weird.
Engaging engines.
Not in keeping with the story at all, but, you know, whatever. I'm just waiting for them to do that Necron warp jump. It's got to be coming soon. Those missiles will eventually hit something, it'll be impressive.
We serve.
Okay, here we go.
Heading acknowledged. Aye, Admiral.
Let's go.
Underway.
Missiles.
We wait your command.
Well, he's going to get some hits in by the look of it.
Enemy sighted.
Enemy sighted!
Targeting enemy vessel. Enemy sighted.
Alright, so those are the ones we got to turn into drifting hulks.
Impossible, Admiral.
Let's see what we can do.
Lightning strike successful. Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike. Execute high energy turn.
Just give him a bit of a love tap. Alright. Throw the probe at them.
Lightning strike successful.
Ultimately, we are still targeting this one. I just want to see how many we actually... what we're actually doing to these, really. Not much by the sound of it.
Orders. Reporting successful boarding action.
Well, let's throw the plasma bomb down here and be cautious with you.
Changing course.
Actually, let's be far more cautious with you here.
Acquiring new vector. Execute high energy turn. Acquiring new vector.
Melt the torpedoes away. Fortunately, I forgot that stuff doesn't burn. Oh well.
Engaging target. Our boarders have caused internal damage. For the Emperor. Boarding teams have crippled the enemy.
Yeah, so all that assault has actually not really generated that much value for us here. You need to repair quite quickly.
Initiate emergency repairs.
You have your own boarding issues.
Execute high energy turn. Ship ready. Target locked in.
Well, they are fleeing, but that's not the kind of thing we wanted out of that. Yeah, we weren't going to succeed in that objective. Look at the amount of boarding actions we've done. We need Space Marines and a lot of power to do that. Right, let's position up. The reason we're positioning up is just to get a couple of turns to get all of our stuff repaired.
Ship ready.
And let those two ships not trip over themselves a little bit, really. Okay. Dump the radar probe.
Your orders?
Let's head out.
Engaging engines.
So almost certainly be at better range than us, so we're not worried too much about just ensuring that. We just want to make sure we're going in as a group. We've got all our shields up. And that you don't take too much damage getting this secured.
Aye, Admiral.
Alright, get this down.
Ship ready.
Repair.
Execute
Turn in.
energy turn.
Fire the missiles.
Your orders? Targeting enemy vessel. We serve. Engaging target.
You don't have the void shield, somebody else does. Doesn't matter. Keep going.
We wait your command. We wait your command.
Well, at this point, it's just high speed and keep shooting. Got his weapons down at least.
Aye, Admiral.
Yeah, it's a lot of guns, a lot of troops, and a lot of damage that needs to be done to this. It's easy to just deal with them on their own. Especially when they're Necron powered. So raids, and we have hit Renown level 7 as well. We've also had the Endeavour upgraded, which is nice. And we can now go up to Grand Cruisers. And, more importantly, we now have another Adeptus fleet we can build up, so that's extremely good for us. 5 stanzas can be used if that goes down. Reduce cost of all maneuvers. Teleportarium would be fun. Armor-piercing ammunition seems like a good play as well. Yeah, okay, we're actually going to make our fires less effective here. Go and then go for additional turrets, and then we'll go for the reinforced armor value. But we have the Resnor system, which is giving us increased resources. How is Praxid Dock? Okay, that's actually quite a good world. We have another Forge world. Oh, I don't know why the Tyranids want this place. This is a terrible world. Reduces chaos threat if we can get them, which is nice. Additional listening posts for gaining information. Yes, here we can see they've got a couple of locked worlds, and also we have Balzac, which is a mining world there. Alright. So a few things of interest. What I will do, though, is I'm going to send this up to the neutral world. Because we might as well take control of an extra mining world, and also that reduces the Drakari raids from happening. And next turn we'll think about going into Chinchar itself, I guess. We'll save the Resnor mission, because obviously we want to be sure of things. And also, we do have to send Admiral Spire on both, so we might as well keep him at the... keep him in that part of the world for the moment. And here, we're now going to debate whether we do this mission. We've just got an increase in power, so we can actually probably field most of our army there. So let's go for it. The Marines are going to take back Bellis Corona. And then we shall see what we can actually do with it. So we're missing a strike cruiser. I think we much prefer to have a strike cruiser than a escort in this situation, so we're going to go with that. Alright. The Ultramarines and the White Scars. Working together. Although I don't think actually these two have any history of having any problems. Most of the Space Marine chapters have a little bit of back and forth, but I don't know if there's any major history between them. They were both on the... Actually, were they both on Horus Heresy final days of that? I don't know.
Scans reveal extensive communications array aboard enemy ship. Recommend we launch boarding actions to recover battle plans.
Sounds like a good plan. Alright, this is a destroyer route, so we are going to work accordingly. No bombs, unfortunately, but we do have radar and we have various bits and pieces here. Also, Space Marine ships are fast. We can also see there are a couple of... Send some interceptors just because I want to deal with those since they're coming to us. Makes sense. Oh, there's a few of them. Obviously, we got gun turrets as well firing at them, so this should be fine. We'll deal with that.
At your command.
No real worries.
Where shall we strike?
We shall strike exactly at this first one that's approaching about now. Okay, throw radar. Deploy stasis bomb, and let's
I
go.
am listening. Enemy in sight.
Radar up, deal with the escorts while they are there. Alright, let's throw a escort there just to,
Enemy in sight.
just to grab the things and move on.
Enemy in sight.
I've put a lot of people into this. Alright, on with a chapter. Get some boarding actions of our own done.
That is impossible.
We stand ready.
This is a bit of a mess at the moment, I've got to be honest.
Boarding caused critical damage.
Main batteries fire.
Oh, we have found our target.
That is impossible.
Enemy in sight.
That is impossible. Heavy damage registered.
Alright, we need to somewhat try and calm this battle down a bit, really. We've got one of our escorts finally dealt with, at least.
Show us the enemy.
Or one of these escorts finally dealt with.
Give us purpose. Boarding successful. Boarding caused critical damage.
That's one of our ships as well. They have been really annoying.
Obliterate that target.
Yeah, most of our stuff is kind of there, so let's have a look.
I am listening. Redirecting.
Where shall we strike? Our rock cannot be denied.
That might be awesome. Let's go with that. See what we can
I am
manage.
listening. Boarding successful. Boarding caused critical damage. We stand ready.
Teleport attack successful.
Oh, their engines
Show
are
us
damaged
the
as
enemy.
well on this one. Plenty of fire going on. Stasis bomb, please.
I am listening.
I mean, the problem with having the Space Marines is they're not doing enough damage. At least not enough to make...
That is impossible.
Not enough to make me happy about the situation at the very least.
Where shall we strike? All power to engine.
Right, we're taking this thing out because this is the thing we haven't destroyed since we've started and we're still kind of chasing. Right.
To where we are needed.
We're taking out an infidel.
That is impossible.
It is, but
Show us
we'll keep
the
going
enemy.
anyway. God damn it. Repairs.
All servitors and tech marines, begin repairs.
Alright, you're mutinying.
I am listening.
Keep the pressure on that one.
Engines engaged.
You are just going to come right at the back and ram him full of missiles. And if he doesn't move from that, we are ramming him.
Repositioning. Successful teleport strike.
Alright, one drifting Hulk. Okay. So yeah, our ships are better, but
We stand ready.
we haven't got the finishing touch that we should have, arguably.
Where shall we strike? Launch Thunderhawks.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Give us purpose.
Give us purpose.
Yeah, we badly need to get you out of there, and I'm not sure I can do it.
Where shall we strike? Launch Thunderhawks!
Alright, your shields are back up. That's the drifting Hulk. Need to regroup.
Underway. I am listening.
Regroup. Look to that escort. Take that out while we can.
Stand ready.
Stasis bomb nowhere near anyone, so. Alright, repairs done.
Calm the machine spirits.
Might be worth retreating. I know Space Marines don't do that, but it might be worth retreating that flagship in a moment.
Give us purpose. Show us the enemy. Launch Thunderhawks.
Show us the
Repair.
enemy.
Let's go for a quick turn.
New vector acknowledged.
Might need to quick turn a little more than that,
Redirecting.
because what we're doing is this. I do like the Space Marine torpedoes. They are much more focused, which I think is a massive benefit overall. But
Where shall we strike?
you need to all stop and deal with that.
We stand ready.
Right, you three, focus fire. Meanwhile, we need this to get massively out of there. Not that we can do a lot, in all honesty.
Stand ready.
Yeah, you need to get out of there.
Beginning warp jump.
No, not going to happen. You are
To
dead.
where we are needed.
Not even going to worry about it. Oh, you still not... God darn it.
I am listening. That is impossible.
Alright, get closer. Finish this off.
Initiate targeting protocols. Launch
Throw some more borders up.
Thunderhawks. Main batteries fire.
I am listening.
You are 5 turns away from torpedoes. You actually have torpedoes available, but not really much you can do at this point.
Repositioning. Give
You are
us
7
purpose.
turns away from a radar.
Where shall we strike? Hold course.
I'm annoyed that we might not win this. Alright,
Show us the enemy.
hard turn. Let's see how you like melter torpedoes in your face, sir.
Moving to position.
Oh wait, they're boarding torpedoes.
I am listening.
I see I like boarding torpedoes in your
We
face.
stand ready. It will be destroyed. Show us the enemy.
You'll honor the chapter and send some
Where
Terminators.
shall we strike?
Boarding successful.
Plenty of damage being done.
Tech Marines, calm
There,
the
what you
machine
can.
spirits.
I think the battle's going
stand
okay.
ready.
I don't know why you're stuck, which is not helping your situation of survival at this point.
Strike quickly, brothers. Successful teleport strike.
I am listening.
Yeah, that ship's almost a Hulk at this point.
Obliterate that target.
We've still got 2 cruisers to, well, 3 cruisers to deal with, plus
Boarding
whatever's shooting at us
successful.
from over here. Alright, that's a Hulk. We don't need to worry about that. Let's refocus and try to deal with this.
Targeting protocols.
Meanwhile, turn,
New
fire
vector
some missiles.
acknowledged. We stand ready.
Yeah, there are at least 4. How am I this badly outnumbered?
Show us the enemy.
Alright, you're in retreat because you've got the maps.
We stand ready. I am listening.
I am
Ow.
listening.
So that was the cataclysmic explosion event, and that is unfortunately going to kill this ship off. Unless they get shields on now.
All servitors and tech marines begin repairs. They died well.
They didn't.